Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Israel Eramontsela Loja, and I 2 days ago I dropped a video concerning the coronavirus issue. I still want to talk a little bit more today. Sorry, it's a pity that these days everybody we are talking about the virus, the virus, the virus. I think it's because of the deadliness, the urgency, and all that. I will share with us briefly this morning. I will title it Cleanliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So I want us to understand that it's not a scam. First and foremost, it's not a scam. It is true. It's not a sham. It is true. I'm not sharing this. Don't let my message look like fear. I'm not sharing fear. I'm only sharing or giving out awareness because I live in an epicenter of the coronavirus. Like I said in my first video, I live in a city that is called Alcalá de Henares. Is in Madrid, and that place has over 200,000 inhabitants. And the hospital here is one of the biggest hospital in Spain or in Madrid, and it has seen a lot of surge because people are dying there, not just coming. The hospital is filled. You can't go to the hospital right now in the whole of Madrid or Spain. You can't go to the hospital. You can only call on phone. You call on phone. Then they will ask you some questions, and then they come to your house to treat you. If they need to come to treat you to check a condition to take samples, they come to the house. You can't go to the hospital because there's no way you can enter. The hospital is shut down because at night here the hospitals are shut down. You can only go through the emergency ward or emergency door. So it's shut down. You cannot be allowed to enter if you go there, except you are brought in by an ambulance. So please, my friends, don't take it for granted. Wash your hands. Keep social distance. Don't go to party. Don't go to club. Don't go visit people because the coronavirus does not know name, does not know race, does not know color, does not know whether you are rich or poor. It's a virus. It does not have respect. It does not have sense. It does not have sense. Take note of that. Something that does not have sense is like a car or an aircraft that is out of control. And when it crashes, it kills itself, those inside and those on the ground. Having said that, I want to please beg every one of you that are hearing me, that are listening to me today, to please stay indoors. I'm sending this. I'm begging those of us who are in Africa. You are in Nigeria, you are in Ghana, South Africa. Don't think it's a sham. Because I saw a message yesterday on Facebook on the news stream that says somebody they are charging up to 35,000 US dollars in the US to treat coronavirus, and the treatment is not sure. The bad thing about abroad, when you treat people, they pay whether they die or not. So don't it's not a scam, and most of you are spiritualize it, which of course I'm not against it. Like I said in my first video on the corona update, I am a pastor. I'm a gospel preacher. I have faith. I've seen miracles happen through my hands. I've seen healing. I've seen deliverance. I've seen a lot of things. But we are not afraid. Nobody's. I don't think it's not about fear. It's about responsibility. It's about social responsibility. It's about corporate responsibility as a church. If you're a church, please follow government instructions wherever you are. Follow government instructions. Stay at home. Close the church. I said in my first video, churches are being closed by the government here. For those who disobeyed the law, the churches will be closed. If a church is closed because you disobey the government, it's worse than staying at home for a month or 2 weeks or a month or the case may be. Because if you obey the orders for that time you stayed at home, you still have a church. And what they are doing right now in European countries, they are like I actually speak of Spain, is trying to see how they can help people with money. So if you're a church, you didn't go church, you didn't do your church, possibly the government will be helping you with some money. at the end of the day, because they are helping people who are private business owners. They are helping those who are working. I will tell you, this quarantine issue, to be indoors is not easy for anybody. For example, in my case, we have been in this house for over 3 weeks now. My children, myself, we have been in a 100-meter square, 100 meter square foot apartment for 3 weeks. We can't go out except for essential things. You want to buy something in the pharmacy, you want to go to the grocery shops. That is only when you can go out, or you are going to the hospital, which of course you're not allowed to leave to be on the street. And if you see my first video, I caught the video, I stopped the video. It's like suddenly. It's not because of anything more than I was doing the video. Yes, I was at my doorstep, but I saw the police coming. I ended the video. Okay, so we should understand it's not something, it's a joke, because the street in Spain is empty. The area I live, there are people on the street throughout the day, throughout the night. 2 a.m. there are people on the street. There's a popular place called a street called Gran Via. It's in the center of the city. It's called Gran Via. Gran Via is a popular street that anybody that comes to the Madrid capital want to go to Gran Via, because it's very popular. It's like it's like the, it's like it's the major street, like the big street. Okay, it's like the big street where you have big shop, big everything, and people go there. It's like when you go, you say you go to for those of you in Nigeria, say go to Benin and you didn't get to the Oba Palace, something like that. So I want you to understand it's not about fear, it's about responsibility. We have to be responsible as a people. So in Nigeria, I want to beg all of you, because Spain is one of the best equipped medical country in the world. Check history. They have some of the best medical doctors in the world. They have done a lot of researches. They have pioneered a lot of researches in organ transplanting of organ. I think Spain is about number one in the world. Check it. Most people come here for what do you call it again? For medical tourism, because everything here is free. God forbid, I don't have to pay one kobo if I'm sick. Nobody pays. We don't pay money here when we are sick. But the restriction is so high. All of us, we are indoors. But the problem is not, it's not because they are medical treatment. People are dying here in Spain. People are dying in Spain. And most countries, especially African countries, are not that prepared to attend to this kind of magnitude of problems. USA, Donald Trump said, no problem, and made a lot of statements. But the issue now is that the US is number one. There are about 85,612 people in the US. Okay? And they have witnessed about 1,300 deaths. The China, where the thing originated from, has 81,340 with about 3,292 deaths. So over the months, China had a reduced number of deaths. Now, those people say that this number of deaths and the cases reported in China are tailored reports. I don't know that. I'm not there. Now, you find that the US, one of the doctors in the US said, in the next 4 weeks, is it 4 weeks he said, or the next 8 weeks, they're expected to have at least 25 million cases in the US. So now they have 85,612 people in the US with 1,177 deaths. No, sorry, with 1,301 deaths so far, which means it's spreading. Let's keep on praying, okay? Prayer is good. Like I said in my first video, James said in James 2:26, as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without work is dead. So if you have faith, Apostle Paul says, show me your faith, I will show you my faith by my works. Which means we should understand it is important. You go to church, you believe in God, you know that the circle of faith is not completed without works. That means action is necessary to keep faith alive. Hope is necessary to keep faith alive. So please, if you can stay at home, stay at home. Don't go to church, because like I said, I'm a pastor. Even the Reverend Dr. Felix Omobodu, the PFL president, has also announced people should stay at home. So don't give yourself, don't try to be a Superman, run to church. You can pray at home. This defines that the church is the people, not the building. Jesus said, where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, I'm there in the midst of them. So you find now this is the definition of church. I will say this out in my next video. It's plain now. Okay, that the church itself or herself, the church himself, because the church is Jesus Christ. So the church himself is the people, not the building. So the building no longer serves. And we have been doing church at home for the past 3 weeks. The Bible study, leadership training, leadership, so pastor training, and all that. We have been doing them at home. Yesterday we had an hour meeting. We are not going to go to the church. In fact, before the government announced it, my church has closed one week before, because we already seen the way the things go. The pandemic was so serious. So my brothers and my sisters, I encourage you today. Like I said from the beginning of the video, cleanliness is next to godliness. It means that we should wash our hands every time we go out. We should stay clear, keep social distancing, avoid unnecessary meeting. Since I've been in this house for 3 weeks, nobody has come to see me. I'm not going to see anybody. You don't come to my house. Even if you're my brother, you're my sister, no, stay in your house. Because the virus does not know relationship, does not know blood, does not know race. It moves very fast. And last night, I was looking at the Spanish flu that killed over 80 million people worldwide. If you remember, if you have read about it, it's similar to this. But the problem then is that the reason why the Spanish flu killed a lot of people is because they didn't follow a hygienic principle. So that's why we need to clean our hands, we need to wash our hands. Here, you're going to have to throw away garbage. In the garbage can, you put on hand gloves. You throw everything, you come back. So we are protected. We wash our hands. As I'm coming, if I'm gonna go out now and throw away garbage, my wife, please come and wash your hand. I go and wash my hands. So please, my brothers and sisters, those of you who are hearing me, those of you who know me, it is important that you follow the rules, follow instructions given to you by both your political and your medical personnel. It is important. The sickness is dangerous. It kills people. I'm not sharing fear. I'm not teaching fear. I'm not preaching fear. I'm only creating awareness. Please, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, that you are hearing the sound of my voice today, it is important that you follow instructions given to you by your local authorities, your political authority, your political leaders, and your medical personnel. Those of you who have faith, if you have a medical doctor, is a Christian or is a pastor, call them and ask them about this. It's similar to Ebola. It's similar to MERS, which is a Middle-East respiratory disease. It's similar to SARS, which is a severe acute respiratory syndrome. It's similar to H1N1. So they are the same virus, kind of, but they are mutating. The word mutate means the virus changes its form. The same virus mutating from one form to another. So when they say it was manufactured by China or by this, I don't know, but I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in you as a person. You as a person. Keep yourself indoors. Forget about the numbers. People are really dying. You people don't know what I'm saying. People are really dying. In the place I stayed, in Alcalá, they call it Alcalá in Henares, the hospital is filled. In Spain now, they are using hotels as hospital. Hotels are being used as makeshift hospitals. There's a, what do you call it? There's a place where a skating hall is about 1,800 square meters. Dead bodies are being laid there because its eyes, it has been frozen for skating. Dead bodies are being arranged there. I think earlier this year, some people came from Nigeria. Some of my friends came from Nigeria. Adewale, Babawale, Adeyaju, Philip Jaco, and Rita, and Reverend Dr. Nemo Basi. All those people came in. The place you guys came in for that conference is being used as a makeshift hospital. And about 5,500 beds is being mounted there because it's epidemic, it's a pandemic, it's serious, it's explosive, it's serious. My friends, my brothers, my sisters, please take caution, take precaution. I said take caution, I said take precaution. Keep yourself. Here there are more police on the street. I hear people are working, people are donating, they are giving all they have. Medical doctors are working 24/7. Here, medical doctors are dying, nurses are dying, experts are dying, police are dying because you cannot walk in the battlefield and don't have a scar. I called a friend yesterday in Nigeria. I was talking to her. I told her, you are a medical person. She said, yes, please. Heat does not kill it. Don't be deceived. Heat does not kill it because Ebola virus originated from Nigeria. And Ebola virus is also has the same structure with this disease, with COVID-19. Please, social distancing, clean your hands every time, give space for people. When you sneeze, please close your mouth, and please stay safe, stay clean, stay safe. God bless you. Thank you very much for listening.